Hello, sir.
Most High Christ. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatah, Yahweh Shema Latan Ba'ashem Yahushua, priest and officer of 1,000 bars over car, reporting here live from Philadelphia. General Mahayaman's class will be continuing on. Again, let's load these questions up. Let's load the questions you may have for all week, that the questions that you've been searching for. You understand? This is since 1969. We've been teaching the truth according to the Bible that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are true biblical Hebrew Israelites. Well, true biblical Jews, should I say, right? You know what I'm saying? Because today we know, there are people who consider themselves Jews, and Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans do not call themselves that. You understand? They do not call themselves that because we have been taken, robbed for our identity, robbed for a culture. You understand? And biblically, it belongs to the Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The oppressor, who is the white man, according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Also, the devil, according to the Bible, has stolen the identity of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans and have, basically bastardized, the culture. Being a Jew is considered, holy, separate, God's chosen people, but they have bastardized the culture, of the true Jews, which make up the Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? And the oppressor today, again, the spirit of this oppressor, man, his job is to seek, hunt, and destroy. You understand? That is the oppressor's job. That is the spirit of this man, the so-called white man of today, and has been forever. You understand? Let me get the book of Genesis 3:1. Now, we know that the oppressor today here runs America, right? We know the oppressor runs America under his authority, under his grip. You understand? Under his philosophies, under his teachings. You understand? Under his rulership. But we have to understand what is the point of understanding our oppressor or knowing, thy enemy. They tell you at war, you should know your enemy. That's what helps you to be able to last throughout the battle. Once you know your enemy, it gives you a better tactic on how to approach and deal with the opposition. You understand? Today, Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have a common enemy here in America. We have a common enemy throughout the whole world. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans throughout the whole world share the same enemy. What's that enemy? You know what I'm saying? Who is that person? How do we identify that person? How are we able to figure out who this person is and what makes up of this person's essence? What makes up this person's characteristics? Well, the Bible tells us. You know what I mean? The Bible tells us to envy not thou oppressor. You understand? What does it mean when it says envy not thou oppressor? Never choose none of his ways. Never, feel some type of way because what? The white man, the so-called white man today is running the world. You understand? Don't live like how the oppressors live. Don't look at the oppressor's way of living and consider yourself less than. Do not envy thy oppressor, man, because why? The oppressor was sent here to be an example of the Lord's strength. You understand? But again, who is this common enemy that we have? What characteristics does this common enemy have? We're going to go here in the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 1, and find out what is the spirit of this oppressor. What makes him, you understand, him? What makes them, the nation, you understand, of the so-called white race, the Edomites, according to the Bible, you understand? This is what they will be considered. But they stole our identity, Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they call themselves the God's chosen people. You understand? What God's chosen people are Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. our common enemy, which is the devil, according to the Bible, the so-called white man, has a characteristic. Read what you got, Bob.
Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
Now the serpent, who was that serpent, man? This is the serpent who approached Adam. You know what I'm saying? In that time where Adam has received the law, Adam was, the chosen. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we were chosen to be the authority here on earth. You understand? But Adam, during this time, Adam, you understand, was being had to coexist with a serpent who was more subtle than any beast of the field. You know what I'm saying? More subtle, more cunning. You understand? More, what you want to say, snakish. You understand? Than any beast on the field. Main beast meaning mankind. You understand? This man was just the most subtle out of the whole mankind, everybody on the earth. The spirit of this man, you understand, has the wrong approach of life. Right. You understand? Not the biblical way of approaching life, not the biblical law, not the way that the Most High wants us to be. This beast or this serpent has, the ability to be more subtle than anybody on this earth. You understand? Which the Lord had made. And the Lord had made this world again for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to rule. The Lord created all this for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to rule. His chosen people are the ones who's supposed to rule. You understand? The people that's running this world today, they are not of the Bible. They are not God's chosen people. They're not God's chosen people. You understand? And we know that because biblical proof tells us that who the people are that call themselves God's chosen people, they are a lie, man. You understand? They out here lying, perpetrating, you understand? Making a mockery of the Most High, But this right here, again, is giving the identity of the common enemy that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans have. We hear in the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 1, man. Read on, Ibad.
Yes, sir. Which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
Now, this is right here. This is a subtle way of getting to your introduction to persuading somebody. The so-called white man is a liar and the greatest liar here on earth, man. You understand? That's why it's called the devil. When you look up the word devil, it means a deceiver. You understand? It means a liar. Anybody can be a liar, but who was the top-notch liar of the century, since the beginning of time, was the spirit of the white man. You understand? The spirit of the enemies of God's chosen people. Right here, he's even approaching God's chosen people. You understand? Our enemy has always been approaching us in subtle ways, seeming to be non-threatening. You understand? What happened to the Native Americans? You know what I'm saying? When the so-called oppressor and the so-called white man came over here to the Americas, man, and tried to make the so-called Native Americans seem as if like they was here to help and they was here to conquer. They was here to destroy. They was here being subtle, man. They was over here coming and talking to the people of God with smooth words, buttery words, comforting words. You understand? But deep down in their heart, man, they seek to destroy. And that's all they ever done, man. You understand? Because they are the most subtle beast on this earth. They know how to approach and they know how to capture the thoughts, and the wants of God's chosen people. Because why? God's chosen people always have to prove themselves to the Most High. So we go through a worthy adversary, what I would say, we go through tests to prove ourselves. But the subtle beast is always there to offer us another thing outside of what the Most High is trying to give us, man. You understand? And with Israel being, since we so, compassionate, it can be our downfall. You understand? It's like a person taking advantage of someone who's, genuine. That's Israel. We've always been, looked at as, damn, these people, you can get along with these people, man. Hey, listen, man, I man. Shout out to I.S.U.P.K. Every time I'm around I.S.U.P.K, man, they treat me with nothing but love, man. You understand? Like, they're just so inviting. We have that spirit. You understand? It isn't subtle. It's inviting. You understand? It's warm. It's family. You understand? That's what we have here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. When you come into these doors and you realize the spirit of, the Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who dwell in these behind these gates, man, it is inviting. It's warm. It's protective. You understand? And that's what's going on. And it's the same way that the oppressor comes to divide and conquer was the same way how Adam, you understand, was being approached through his woman. You understand? This is the spirit of the oppressor, man. The type of person who will come to you, or better yet, in this context, go to your woman. You understand? Your woman, which is the weaker vessel, not weaker as if she doesn't deserve the rightful place to be, you understand, the better woman here on earth. Black, Latino, and Native American women, they are the top-notch women here on earth. You understand? The daughters of Zion. There are none better. You understand? The weaker vessel, only reason why the Lord called them the weaker vessel is because why? The men of the Bible were created to lead. You understand? They were made to be the authority here on earth. But just like a coward and just like a cunning, a hunter, just like how, in the 60s where they wanted to divide the Black households. And how did they do that, man? How did they do that, man? They took the Black man, they took the strong man out the home. And then, paraphrasing, the scripture once said, how do you take the strength out of the home? You bind the strong man. You take him out of his seat of authority. This spirit right here is going to attack where there's weak, where they see weaknesses, man. That's what they've always done. They go and attack the weak. What Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans realize today is that, the so-called oppressor is only targeting the weak. And so we see what's going on all over the world. And so we see what happened in Milwaukee. Shout out to them brothers, man, that handled that situation with some integrity, understand, and with the authority that the Lord has given them, man. Those are priests and prophets. Those are the people that's supposed to lead this world. Those are the people that's supposed to protect the people, man. And just like, again, the cunning, the subtle beast is to approach like there is nothing but peace. There's nothing but love, but want to seek and destroy and want to take that devil who had took that. Understand something, man. Once he took, the property of the UPK, man, understand this, man. You playing with the Lord's priests and prophets, man. You take anything from us, the Lord will have his way with you. You understand? The Lord will have his way with you. And the only reason why that we did not commence the beating your ass and stomping you into the street is because we are a nation with mercy. We have compassion. Unlike the so-called devil, we have compassion. You understand? We know how to resolve a situation without anyone dying. You understand? We don't bully people. Unlike here, like America. America is known for being a bully. And that's why all the countries are against America, man. That's why everybody is tired of America. Everybody's tired of Donald Trump. Just again, Donald Trump, some shots rung off around him not too long ago, man. Somebody want his biscuit, man. You understand? Donald Trump has a price on his lid, man. This is since I've known I've never seen or heard of as many shots that went around a president, you know, understand, in his whole running of, presidency. Golly, Donald Trump, you talk so much crap, man. Somebody of your own kind wants your head, man. You understand? Because that is the subtile beast. You understand? He don't have no love, no compassion, no mercy for anybody, even his own kind. You understand? But again, Donald Trump, you being a bully, wanting to troll all in America, right? You made fun of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You know what I'm saying? You make fun of, the Latinos, the Native Americans, the so-called Mexicans. You like to make a lot of jokes. But it wasn't no joking when somebody was shooting around you. You understand? When your life is in jeopardy, there ain't no jokes, huh? There ain't no jokes to be made. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. And again, keep trying to approach the world. The world is sick and tired of your approach. The world is so sick and tired, Salakia, of your subtile approach. You understand? It's over. The game is over. We know what you have no more moves left, right, Iba? He has no more moves left. You better dig in the back pocket, try to download a magic trick or something. The oppressor, you have no more moves left. What's that? What do you call it? Again, Iba, what is the move?
Zugzwang.
Say it again.
Zugzwang.
See, that's what you have. The chess move. You ran out of the chess moves. You understand? You've been king. You've been king. And you use all the wrong pieces. So now it's time to either make your move that's going to damage you or make a move so we can get rid of you. And those are your options. That's it. There's nothing else for you to do. Choose wisely. Your only choice is, again, death. And America should not fall under the blindness of this subtile beast. It should not follow the ways of this subtile beast, man, and the way that he approaches life. Again, we're reading right here at Genesis on how the subtile beast likes to approach, you understand, seeming to be caring and thoughtful, and like to go through a way of weakness. You understand? You're not going to go talk to the strength. You understand? That's a coward in you. That is the coward that shows in you your yellow belly. You understand? Read on.
Yes, sir. Which the Lord God had made, and he said unto the woman, Yea, have God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? Verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. Verse 3. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
See, and even then, that's why the Lord said the weaker vessel, because Eve knew exactly what she was not supposed to do. But this subtile beast just wanted to try to finesse his way in. You understand? Just try to finagle his way, to try to make, okay, she knows. Why does she know? Because she's being taught from a man of the Lord, man. Understand? But just like a subtile beast, he wanted to try to figure a way to get through it, try to persuade her into something. She knows, she's telling them, you understand? But you know what? Just like the oppressor, he does not care. He does not care. If this not service him, the oppressor does not give a damn about what we're supposed to do. Here in America, the oppressor gives you what, 40 hours of work plus, 40 hours plus to work. You understand? He does not care about you not having time to spend with your family. He does not care about the time that you have to put into raising your children. He does not care about the leisure that you have from your ancestors building this off of their backs. He wants you to continue to serve. You understand? While we're here in this kingdom, that is what he wants. You understand? He'll make everything sound so wonderful. You know what I'm saying? What is your question? Just like Donald Trump, try to give him the questions. What is it that I can do to make America great again? Tell me, what is it that I can do? Just like the subtile beast wanting to know what you know, so he can try to finesse it and make it serve his will. You understand? And that is the spirit of this devil that we serve, man. This boy don't care about nothing else except what services him. You know what I'm saying? And that is knowing your enemy. Knowing your enemy is knowing what this person is capable of. So Revelation 20:1, right? And y'all can read on that on your own time and see what the serpent convinced Eve to do, behind, her falling weak to what a man said. And then you read on and find out what? That persuasion was so good that it made the man who knew better fall down to it. You know what I'm saying? So again, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and he too smooth with his mouthpiece, man. So Revelation 20 and verse 1.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit.
Having the key to the bottomless pit. Who is this, man? This is we going into where the darkness of the devil reigns, man. You understand? Revelation here, it's so much meat here in Revelations for us to break down. But again, the most common thing and the thing we're talking about today is why the devil, you understand, is so subtle and consistent with trying to make people fail. I know this, man. If you're in the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge, man, you keep fighting, man. Because the devil job, Satan's job, Satan's job, which is an angel who works for the Most High, but Satan's job is to prove that you are not worthy, you understand, to receive mercy from the Most High in Christ, man. Not worthy to serve the Most High. Satan's job is to prove, who's wrong. Satan's job is not here to, look at it like a big brother. How about Hashem Yahshua Barakatah?
If you don't mind, the water. Aquí en Macuapi out there, bienvenido. Mi nombre es General Mahayaman. Estoy al servicio de el General YAHANNA. Nosotros somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Comenzamos en 1 Oeste Calle 125, Harlem, Nueva York, desde 1969, debajo del mando de el General YAHANNA. Carnales, esta es la verdad. Si tú eres hombres hispanos, negros o indio nativo, tú eres Israel, el pueblo elegido de Dios. Tu madre y tu padre dicen que somos un culto y mantienen su iglesia sin culpa, pero su iglesia es culpable de todo lo que nos están pasando. Órale, aquí me estoy listo. Estoy aquí y estoy listo para trabajar. I'm ready. I'm here. I'm ready to work. Let's get it on. I'll take all of your questions that you might have online. Please ask two preguntas.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. What I need from you is a straw. If you don't have a straw, I have two in the car. Okay, check it out. I came prepared. I got 2 straws in the car. All right. Go ahead, Ak, whenever you're ready.
Yes, sir. This is from I.S.U.P.K. Columbus. Shalom Alawat.
Please.
If I see fit, may I get a breakdown on 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 5 through 6? Slaki, sir. Why must a woman cover her head, Baba Kushal?
No problem. Whenever you read it, I'll break it down for you, all right?
Yes, sir. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 5. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head.
The reason that every woman has to pray with her head covered is because there is a head that she has over her in spirituality. She has a boss. The term head to this day is synonymous with a boss, the head of the department, the head of security. Well, a woman covers her physical head because she has a spiritual head. Who is a woman's spiritual head? Her husband. Her husband is her spiritual head. So she covers her physical head. Keep going.
For that is even all one as if she were shaven.
Because if she does not cover her physical head, then she is dishonoring her physical head, just like if a woman was to shave her head bald. No woman, or there's a rare woman that would shave her head bald, because women care about having hair on their heads. They care about it. But women don't care about honoring their husband. That they don't care about. They care about wigs and hair and hairstyles, but very few women, gracias, care about their husbands. So he's saying the same way you care about the hair on your head, care about the man on your head. Care about the man who is your head. So it's a way to signify that this woman has a boss. And the Bible also says right here, up above it or further down, that the angels are watching. She does it because the angels take prayers to the Most High God. And if you want the angels to deliver those prayers to the Lord, then you better show those angels that you honor your head. That's the point. All right, Akim, Akwathian? Whoever asked the question?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
He also wanted verse 6, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Verse 6, for if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered.
If a woman doesn't want to cover her head, then shave your head bald, bitch. Shave it bald. You don't want to cover your head. You don't want to honor your husband. You don't want to put your left hand on your head and your right hand on your heart. Then just shave your head then. What's the point of caring about what's on your head when you don't care about the man who is your head? Like, this world gives women a terrible, what's the word of it? Not frivolity, Barzal, but an empty-headedness, or a, like a woman is just empty and vapid and silly. She has no depth, right? That's what this world does to women. And when I say this world, I don't mean this age. The Greeks and the Romans did the same things to women. They infantilize women like they're children. Like it's okay for a woman to be completely carnal, completely stupid, completely emotional, and that's fine because she's a woman. That's not acceptable in God. In God, there is neither male nor female, but all are co-heirs to the kingdom of heaven. You're going to have some depth to be able to be a woman of God. So if you don't want to cover your head, this is for any woman that's saying, I shouldn't have to cover my head. That's my head. Then shave your head bald, bitch. Then why do you care about the hair on your head? Why do you care about buying all those wigs and all of those braids and all of that mess you do to your hair every goddamn day? Why do you care about your physical head if you don't care about your spiritual head? That's the point. Everyone understands. Go ahead. Anything else?
This is from the one Yala. Can I get a breakdown on Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 12?
Please.
What's the aliens in commonwealth?
What's the aliens in commonwealth? Okay, I think I understand. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 12. That at that time ye were without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without God in the world.
Let me break that down for you a taste, all right? At that time, it's speaking about the time in our lives when we were separate from God, aliens, just like the term illegal alien or a foreigner. The term alien is synonymous with being a foreigner, which is why white people call our brothers and sisters from Mexico and Guatemala and Jamaica and Haiti illegal aliens, because an alien in the old term just meant foreigner or a outlander or someone who's not from here. All right. So there was a time in our life when we were foreigners. At that time, we were called Gentiles. We were called heathens because we were away from Israel, away from the laws of God, and away from God's justice because of it. So at one time in our life, we were strangers to God, strangers to the commonwealth of Israel. The term commonwealth is another governmental term. Like I believe Pennsylvania is a commonwealth. There are many states in America today and many states in Great Britain or lands in Great Britain that are commonwealths. It just means that this place is unified and together under one government, under one taxation, right? We, at one time, we were aliens from our true home, from the culture of our true home, from the culture of our true God. That's what it means, warrior. Is there anything else? Sir. Go ahead.
Next question.
Mhm.
This is from Sincere in the Truth. Slucky, sir. Question about the serpent in the garden.
Mhm.
Was it a white man or just with the spirit of a white man? Because Esau didn't come till way later. I'm a little confused there.
It was the spirit, it was a man with the spirit of the white man. So it was not a white man, meaning the color, meaning skin color, like we denote white people today, even though white people are not white, they're red. But we signify white people by what they look like today, right? He did not look like a white man. He looked like Adam. He looked like Eve, but the spirit in him was the white man. So this is the white man before he was white, before he got his red skin. This is the first appearance, the first depiction of a white man in the Bible. It's before he was physically white, but his spirit was the white man. That soul in him was wicked, low down, and dirty. And he was a liar, which is why God called him the serpent. Everyone understands. Anything else?
This is from U.P.K. Makwalat. Slaki out of one. If you see fit, sir, may I get a general breakdown on Ecclesiasticus chapter 21, verses 20 through 23, and Ecclesiasticus chapter 19, verses 28 through 30.
Please, go ahead.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 21 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
A fool lifteth up his voice with laughter,
Yeah.
but a wise man doth scarce smile a little.
Yeah, this is speaking about being silly, right? Being silly. Like a lot of you brothers that smoke weed, you get real silly on that weed you love to smoke, on your gummy bears. I don't know how you're a man and even put a gummy bear in your goddamn mouth as a grown man. Colorful gummy bears, all types of different colors. Red ones and green ones and blue ones. And I think they're shaped like bears. I think I saw on the TV. They're shaped like, they look like candy or something like that. And then you get on that marijuana and you giggle and laugh, and you and your friends, you play little catch butt games where you catch each other's butt. I think they call it grab ass. Is that the right word for it? Grab ass. That's what white people call it. Oh, you and your buddies, you laugh and laugh and laugh. You play grab ass with each other. You tickle each other. You go into the locker room. You slap each other with towels. And if you find a woman, what do you do with that woman? You share her, and you high five each other as you share some poor molested child that finally grew up to meet you. You are a silly, stupid child, and you love to giggle and laugh, and all you care about is fun. That's your entire life, searching for fun, searching for what makes you giggle and laugh and go to the bar and have fun and dance riotous. You see, you're not someone that can be trusted in serious times, brother. Read that precept again. Shalom, warrior.
Yes,
good to
sir.
see you. Shalom, good to see you, boy.
A fool lifteth up his voice with laughter.
You're a fool. And you've seen people like that. You know, you've seen people like that in bars or watching sports games. You know, they're laughing and boisterous, and, you know, you get sick of them. You can't stand them. You're like, oh, here he come again. This motherfucker. He always laughing, and you can't work on the job with this cat. You try to work on the job with him. Here he come all over your desk, all in your section, laughing and acting like a lunatic. And he doesn't know that he's obnoxious. You ever heard that term before, warriors? To be obnoxious. He's laughing. He's a fool. Keep going.
Yes, sir. But a wise man.
But a what?
But a wise man.
But a what?
Wise man.
But a wise man, a man of wisdom. Keep going.
Doth scarce smile a little.
A wise man, he knows how to appropriately laugh. There's an appropriate way to laugh. There's an appropriate way to be sad. There's an appropriate way to be angry, right? Emotions have to be put in order. Your whole life, you think that when you're having a good time, you can just do anything. Wreck the car, smash the TV, fall through the goddamn glass table. Those glass tables catch hell in these houses, Barzal. Why? All the fun you're having. You're going to break the goddamn glass table in the house. You're going to mess up the door, mess up the TV, mess up your life, have sex with people that you would not have sex with if you weren't having so much fun. And then the minute someone asks you, why'd you do it? You know what you say? I was just having fun. I was just having fun. That's not an excuse for everything. There's an appropriate way to have fun, an appropriate way to laugh, an appropriate way to be sad. Learn it. It's called wisdom. The process of learning what is appropriate and what is inappropriate is wisdom. Anything else?
Yes, sir. You want some more verses, sir?
Please.
Verse 21. Learning is unto a wise man as an ornament of gold.
Read that one more time. I missed it.
Yes, sir. Learning is unto a wise man as an ornament of gold. And like a bracelet.
I didn't have 2 straws in there, did I? Can I get the other one? Just so I can quickly transition from one to the other with more efficiency. If I could, the water. I appreciate that. Go ahead.
Learning is unto a wise man as an ornament of gold.
Learning is unto a wise man as an ornament of gold. So just imagine a gold ring or a gold chain, how it beautifies a man, right? Jewelry, it beautifies a man, right? Well, learning beautifies a man. Learning makes a man more excellent because he's educated. He understands how to do things. You should consider learning something that makes you beautiful. It makes a man beautiful. Continue.
And like a bracelet upon his right arm.
Like a bracelet upon his right arm. You get that, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 22. A foolish man's foot is soon in his neighbor's house.
I appreciate that. Say it one more time.
A foolish man's foot is soon in his neighbor's house.
Come on. A foolish man's foot is soon in his neighbor's house. Someone who is stupid, what is he always doing? Creeping over to his neighbor's house to sleep with his wife. Creeping over to his neighbor's house to steal his goods. Always covetous, always looking to go rob the people who he's supposed to be surviving with. The people on your block, the people in your neighborhood, that's your community. That's your survival system. That's the people that you have around you when someone's trying to climb to your door. That's the people that are there to make sure your children don't get hit by a car. That's your community. But what does a foolish man do? You make the people in your community hate you because you're always sleeping with some brother's woman on the block. You're always trying to have sex with some brother's woman on your job. So now what happens to you now? Now everyone in the community hates you because a foolish man is always creeping into his mother's house. And if you don't think it works, look at it on a worldwide stage. You can't be the neighbor of America. You can't be Cuba. You can't be Nicaragua. You can't be some country that is anywhere around America, because if you are, America is going to oppress you. America is going to invade you. America doesn't treat the people in the Western Hemisphere like neighbors. They don't treat them with kindness. Cuba's sitting over there right now with no goddamn electricity because America has sabotaged their electrical grid. America is destroying them. America doesn't treat Cuba with kindness because they're neighbors. America doesn't treat Mexico like their neighbors. America just constantly steals, constantly takes things from the countries round about it. Do you want to act like the white man? I hope you don't. Well, be kind to the brothers on your block. They live on your block. They're with you. They're in the same condition that you're in. I was in some city. I don't know where the hell I was, right? I'm in some city in the gym. And I'm in the gym, and of course, there's Edomites everywhere in the gym, right? And this happened to me for the first time, and it opened my eyes to how white people think in a way that I did not understand, right? 2 white people came over to each other, and one of them said, "Hey, where have you been?" He said, "Oh, I moved to Philadelphia." He said, "Oh." He said, "No, I live in Fishtown." He said, "Oh." He said, No, it's been gentrified. It's great down there." Just like that. He said, "I live in Fishtown." No. Because the guy's face went, "Live in Philly?" Just like that. "Hey, where you been at?" "I moved to Philly." "Ooh, no. No, I live in Fishtown. It's been gentrified. It's great." Brother, that was my first time ever hearing gentrification as if it was positive. Like, I've never heard the term gentrification like it was great. Like, you know what I'm talking about if you're black or Hispanic. If someone says gentrified, it means it's gentrified down there. It means we can't live there anymore. I've never heard about gentrified like, "Oh, no, it's okay. It's gentrified." And I sat there and I said, I never knew that. I never knew there was a positive way to look at gentrification. This happened like 2 weeks ago. That's them. If you're their neighbor, they're kicking you out of the neighborhood. If a white person moves into your neighborhood, you start seeing a few too many white people, brother, you're about to go. You're about to be killed. That's what's going to happen to you, please.
The Native Americans was their neighbor in Philadelphia until he made that walk-in compromise.
No, give him knock. Come on. What are we going to do here? I got to teach this? Yes, knock the water. Anything else?
Yes, sir. But a man of experience is ashamed of him.
Yet, a man of experience, he's ashamed to have a neighbor that would sleep with his neighbor's wife, to have a neighbor that would sell drugs to people that you live with, people in your neighborhood, children, the children of people that you have to see every day. You'll sell drugs to them and then do what? Wave to them every day. You'll steal their car. You'll steal the car of somebody in your neighborhood. Right? You'll go and sleep with their wife and see him every day go to work, get in his car. Wave to him. Oh, please believe that. That brother waving to you all the time. He's sleeping with your wife. That's what happens. He's sleeping with her. If your wife is in the world, she's a whore. And he's sleeping with her. You should be ashamed of having a neighbor like that. That's the point. If you were wise. Is there anything else?
Verse 23, sir. A fool will peep in at the door into the house, but he that is well nurtured will stand without.
Read that again.
A fool will peep in at the door into the house.
You hear that? A fool will peep in at the door to the house. That's what a wicked, foolish neighbor is doing. Trying to see if you got a new TV in there. Trying to see your Amazon packages. Trying to see, your daughter. Trying to see your son. Trying to see who's in there. Trying to see what he can take advantage of because he lives so close to you. Because he's right there down the street. Right? That's what a fool will do. He'll peep into the house. Keep going.
But he that is well nurtured will stand without.
And this is, this goes to the crux of what is wrong with the Black and Latino community. We are malnourished when it comes to education. We are not well nourished. Why? Because we received our spiritual food from white people. They fed us their religion, their culture, their philosophy. And so we're thieves and murderers like them. And so we are malnourished when it comes to justice, righteousness, kindness. A white person would absolutely creep into their neighbor's house and steal everything. Ask the North American Indian. A Black or Latino person that does that, he'd be ashamed to be around you. He would not do that. He would not look and peer into your house to see what you have. Why? Because you're his neighbor. That's why. Read that last part again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 21 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. But he that is well nurtured will stand without.
But he that is well nurtured, when you've been fed the truth, when you've been raised right, that's the difference in life to everything. You give me someone, they're out whoring on their husband, cheating on their husband. I could just predict their childhood. I could just tell you what their childhood was without meeting them, without seeing them. Right? That's all. You just know where they grew up. You know what the type of mother they had. You know what type of father they had. You know them. You just see the conduct as an adult. Just hear about it. Just hear about their life. Okay. Well, she sleeps with a lot of men. I got you. Okay. The brother, he shot this brother. Okay, I got you. He's getting high. He's on drugs. He dropped out of school. He's in school, but of course he sleeps with everybody, every man and woman in school. He's a down low brother. He's homosexual. I got you. I can tell you what happened to him as if I know him, because you can see what he was reared up in. You can see he's never been fed. He's never been taught the truth. And then there's a man that is not going to sleep with your wife. He's not doing that. He's not going to steal from you. He's not going to lie to you. He's not going to sell drugs to you. He can't do that. Sure, you can make money like that. I hear you. You can make money invading other countries. Donald Trump knows that. Right? I could make money selling drugs, but I'm not selling drugs to my brother. I'm not selling drugs to my neighbor. Why? Because I've been raised better. Anybody gets that? I've been raised better. I've been nourished and taught that that's not something that a wise man could do. So I found another way that will be more profitable and possibly be more profitable to my neighbors as well. Everyone understands. Please, Copo Chavez, please, Barzal, if you don't mind. Gracias. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. He also wanted Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 28. And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning.
The brother wants all these broken down.
This is a separate, yes,
A separate question. Go ahead.
a separate
Mm-hmm.
comment. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 28. And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning.
And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning. So meaning if he did not have the ability to not sin. Read it one more time.
And if for want of power.
If for want of power, go ahead.
He be hindered from sinning.
He be hindered. If for want, read it one more time.
Yes, sir. And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning.
I got you. If he didn't have the power to sin, if for want of power he was stopped from sinning because he didn't have the ability to sin, so that's why he's not sinning, because he didn't have the power to. That means to be hindered from sin means to be stopped from sin. All right, go ahead.
Yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil.
But if he has the chance, he's going to sin, right? So if you want to understand prison, if you've been there before, that's that. Lord, this is shocking about prison, that there's more drugs in there. How could it be more violence when everyone in there has no rights? How are there weapons in prison when no one has any right and you can be searched at any moment of the day? They will stick that knife in their ass. Do you understand? If he gets a chance, he's sinning. Why? Because since he has an ass, he's going to pack it with drugs. Help me out real fast, Warrior. Come here. Put this thing down in my elbow if you don't mind. Just tighten it up. No, this right here, this black. There you go. Don't bring it all the way up over there. Ooh, boy. Right there, Warrior. I appreciate you. Wow. Thank you. All right. Meaning if he has any opportunity to sin, he's taking it. If he's hindered, because he doesn't have the ability, doesn't have the power, he'll find a way. He'll find a way to sin. The only way he could not sin is if he doesn't have the power to sin. So in essence, the way to stop him from sinning is to take away his ability to sin. And of course, societies try that with prison. Then when you're in prison, they got to put you in solitary. That's them just trying to take away your ability to sin. Different things can happen like that out here too, where people just take away your ability to sin. It can happen out here. You don't have to go to prison to be punished. Surely, if you're in the UPK, there's all kinds of punishments that can stop you from sinning. We're experts at it. We can do it. All right. That's the only way to stop you, because you're such a fool. Everyone gets it. Go ahead.
Verse 29. Mm-hmm. A man may be known by his look, mm-hmm. and one that have understanding by his countenance.
Man may be known, but he wants a whole lot of the Bible broken down. This is all one, brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's just break that in Hebrew as well, I'm sure. Read it one more time.
Yes, sir. A man may be known by his look.
A man may be known by his look. Keep going.
And one that have understanding by his countenance.
And one that hath understanding by his countenance. A countenance is how you look. That's what your countenance is. So, meaning you can just look at somebody, you can see whether they're soft, whether they're a punk, whether they're a man of wisdom and integrity and seriousness. It's a look that you can carry. We teach that look in the UPK. There is absolutely a way to look at camp. At camp, you should never put your hands in your pockets, ever. I hope you young brothers are learning that. Never look cold. Never have your hands in your pockets at camp, ever. You need gloves, you bring gloves to camp. But you don't sit at camp with your hands in your pocket like, ooh, brr, I'm just cold out here, it's so cold. Someone is going to try you up. There's a way to look that makes people say, I am afraid of him. You want to learn that look. Learn it. We'll teach you how to have that look. The problem is, to establish that look, we're going to have to make you suffer. We'll have to put you through suffering, pain, through enough pain, which we will apply, which we will provide the pain that you need. Before you know it, you look different. You carry yourself in a different way that tells everyone he is no coward. right? You can know a man by his look, know a man by his countenance. Keep going.
when thou meetest him.
When you meet him, keep going.
Verse 30. A man's attire in excessive laughter and gait shew what he is.
A man's attire, the way he dresses, and his excessive what?
And excessive laughter and gait shew what he is.
Excessive laughter, you know what that is. A silly little boy, although he's 50 and he just he's high. He's high, so he's constantly laughing. He's obnoxious, an asshole, excuse my language. And he just is always having fun. All he cares about is fun. He's getting robbed. That's what's going to happen. You go in that bar and laugh it up, laugh, and throw dollars all around. Go to Atlanta, right? Get down there to Atlanta. Pop bottles all night, brothers. Pop them. Pop the bottles. Throw money at whores and strippers. Laugh when the song comes on. Throw money up in the sky. Pay whores. And get drunk and pour liquor all over yourself, all over your shirt. You're having a great time. But you see, there are serious men down there. And they see you. And you're getting robbed tonight. That's what's happening. There's somebody over there not laughing. Noticing when you go into the bar and you pouring champagne on everybody. Notice that nigga right there. And now he's just drinking that drink. Whispering to his friend. Drinking that drink. He is not having fun tonight. Everybody understands? All right. He's robbing you. There's a way that people look that makes you want to try him. I'm sure with my injury now from going to the gym, I'm sure I look like somebody you should try. I'm sure my enemies think that they can try me, that they can test me tonight because I'm having a simple, small injury. The problem is I have brothers and they love me.
Right.
You should remember that, enemies out there.
Right.
Even though I look like this, remember I have brothers and they love me.
Right.
Oro por tu entendimiento. Anything else?
Next question, sir.
Please.
This is from Princess Kanawa. Yahweh Shemar al-Thab by Shemi al-Shah, General Mahayaman.
Mm-hmm.
If I may ask, how does a wife being jealous over another woman or that acts in ways to run other women away hinder their Lord?
How does a woman say it one more time?
Yes, sir. How does a wife being jealous over another woman or that acts in ways to run other women away hinder their Lord?
I'm glad you brought this topic up because I almost forgot that I was supposed to speak about Megan Thee Stallion in here tonight. I almost forgot. Now, I usually would always lean on Captain Tazaryak on a topic like this. Give him a hand. I personally don't know anything about rap music because I don't listen to rap music. All right. But Tazaryak, he tells me who I should insult and who I'm not allowed to insult. All right. Now, I don't know much about Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know. Somebody asked me about somebody named Party. Who in the hell is Party? Have you ever heard of him? Young brother, you know who Party is? You in the back. Party. He's a rapper. See, he don't even know. Go ahead. P-A-R-D-I. Listen, man. Who the hell is? I don't know who Party is. Somehow Party was having sex with Megan Thee Stallion. Anyway, okay, somebody tell me what happened with Megan Thee Stallion first. Okay, she said something. Not please.
So she dates a basketball player.
Okay.
Who plays now on Dallas Mavericks team.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So apparently he said he couldn't be monogamous anymore.
Okay, you jogging my memory. Good. Go
with
ahead.
her. She's saying that he cheated on her, and he can no longer be monogamous with her.
I got you.
So now, women are saying you shouldn't laugh at a woman who's in pain.
Women are saying you shouldn't laugh, and the woman in pain is
the sister
Cardi
who
B?
got cheated on, Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So Megan Thee Stallion, so you mentioned Cardi B. Megan Thee Stallion has a song with Cardi B.
Okay.
Called WAP.
WAP. I recall that one.
Yes. So that's their song.
Go
I
ahead.
imagine they believe that WAP is what keeps men around.
Oh Lord. Okay, so then bring me home with that point. She made the song called WAP with the Cardi B.
All right.
That's not the same as the man. That's a man, the one I was talking about. Okay, I said party.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, this is Cardi B.
Come on.
She made the song with Cardi B about WAP.
Right.
Right, a very inappropriate song about
Absolutely.
sexual misconduct, right?
Come on.
And so they're saying that because she has WAP, he shouldn't have other women. Am I missing it?
Okay. In a nutshell, sir, you're
Okay.
absolutely right.
All right, clap it up for nothing.
Yes, sir.
You broke that down properly. Okay, I got you. And so now to the sister's question, she's saying, how does a woman who doesn't like the fact that her man has other women, and what is she doing? Read that. She said something in there that might have been integral. Say it again.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Suck it. If I may ask, how does a wife being jealous over another woman or that acts in ways to run other women away hinder their
She's
Lord?
jealous of another woman, and she acts in a way to run other women away. Okay, you bringing me home now. Go ahead.
Oh, hinder their Lord.
How does she hinder her Lord, meaning her husband? Sister, that's an excellent question. But okay, I think esa no es la forma correcta de pensar. Esa no es la forma correcta de pensar. I think you're looking at this in the wrong way, right? Okay, instead of thinking about it like this, you're a woman, you love your husband, you don't want him to be with any other woman. So then you do things, usually on the internet, to stop other women from wanting your husband. That's what the brothers were telling me was happening with these women. I believe you're talking about Knock right here. I think the whole, what's her name? The broad, the rapper. Megan, the whole Megan Thee Stallion thing, it was so passionate to people, is because really they're not talking about Megan Thee Stallion. It's not what they're talking about. This is something that was hard for me to understand when the internet was invented. Posts that seem like they're talking about Megan Thee Stallion are not. They're talking to the woman that is trying to get their man. So in essence, if you see a woman that is supportive of Megan Thee Stallion because she's leaving her husband, that woman is talking to her husband or talking to the woman that she believes is trying to get her husband. So in essence, so I believe, Knock, you said earlier, women online. Women were saying, don't say what women were saying, don't give them the microphone. Go ahead.
Saying don't you can't laugh at another woman's pain.
You can't laugh because women were laughing at Cardi B, at Megan Thee Stallion, because she left this brother. Okay, well, first of all, this is what you want to do with that. Were these women in the Israelite school of UPK?
Not all of them.
No, okay. Okay, it should be no sister in the school that would say a statement like that. None. There should be no woman in the Israelite school of UPK that would ever have sympathy on a woman who leaves her man. Never. If you hear that, then you better do something about it, because that is heresy to do something like that. Let me explain it the way that a stupid bitch would understand. Megan Thee Stallion got so angry because her man slept with another woman that she molested a little girl. It broke her heart so much. Would a woman support that? Knock.
No, sir.
Megan Thee Stallion got so angry that her husband had another woman that she killed a child. Would a woman in the UPK support that? Knock.
No, sir.
Why?
Because she's sinning.
Because it's a sin, right? You cannot have pity on someone that is sinning, because in doing so, you endorse and condone sin. Because if I was to say, Megan Thee Stallion, sure, she killed a child because her man was cheating on her. Let me give you what some women do. Some women, because their man is cheating on them, they get in the car, they buckle their children in the car, and they drive into the river. Raise your hand if you don't know what I'm talking about. Please, warrior up front, pull up the story of the woman that killed all her children by putting them in their car seats. Her husband broke her heart. She put her children in the car seats and she drove down into the river and killed herself and all her children. Why? Because that will teach him. You understand? That will show him. There's a brother in New Orleans that was so angry that his wife was going to leave him. that he went and murdered 8 of his children and then murdered her. So I'm a man, right? I'm a man. So should I say, don't you ever feel sorry? Don't you ever say anything bad about a brother who's going through something? Should I defend him because I'm a man? He killed 8 of his children because his woman was going to leave him. But I'm a man, Knox. So you know what I'll do? Don't you never say nothing bad about that brother in New Orleans that killed 8 of his children because he's a man like me. You have to love the law above your gender. You have to love the law above all things. Amo a Dios con todo tu corazón y amo tu hermanos como a ti mismo. Love God with all thy heart and love thy brother as thyself. You shouldn't side with a woman that leaves her man. How the hell are you siding with her when you don't know her at all? You better side with these women in the UPK who never leave their man. Never, even though he has other women. They never leave him. Now, as long as it's not a woman in the UPK, then I'll give you finish the breakdown. If it is a woman in the UPK, chastise her deeply. And if she says something online about it, embarrass her online. Does everyone understand? You have to teach stupid bitches to shut their mouth out. Because you know why? All to make sure their husband knows that they are upset because they caught him talking to a woman. They're going to defend adultery. And they don't even know they're doing it. Do you understand? They don't know that by saying, don't make fun of a woman who's going through hard times. They don't know that they're defending adultery. If I was to ask them, I would say, well, this is what I would ask them. I would say, what is she going through that's so bad? Megan Thee Stallion. What's that? Read that. Say that statement you said just now, knock again. You said, don't make fun of a woman that's what?
Don't laugh at a woman's pain.
Yeah, don't laugh at a woman that's what?
In pain.
Now, what pain is Megan Thee Stallion in? This is what I would ask. I would say, okay, don't make fun of a woman in pain. What about Megan Thee Stallion makes you think she's in pain? Is she covered in ashes? Is she laying on the sidewalk? Is she down there at the shelter trying to get a room? Oh, she's down at the welfare center trying to make sure she gets some health coverage. What in the fuck is wrong with Megan Thee Stallion? Breaking up with a man? She's done it before. She'll get over it, sweetness. She'll be fine. You don't have to hear some tissue from Megan Thee Stallion. I understand. She's all right, though. She's okay. What pain is Megan Thee Stallion going through? I would ask that question. What is the pain? Knock. And then I'll get bars off.
The pain would be staying.
Say again?
The pain is staying.
Here we go. So the pain is not committing adultery. Then I can't defend her. Just like I can't defend that man who killed 8 children, because what he should have done is say, bitch, goodbye. That's what he should have done. Your wife tells you she's leaving you. Don't kill her and kill yourself and kill the kids. Say, shalom, bitch. Bye. Who's keeping you here? What do you do instead? Kill all 8 of your children? Am I supposed to defend you because you're a man? A woman shouldn't defend a whore because she's a woman. She shouldn't do something like that. Barzal, please.
Sorry, sir, if I may. You bring out a heavy point, with this whole sister Megan Thee Stallion. I know allegedly, a brother was sent to prison because she had, said that, that this brother had shot her. Now, it was proven that the brother didn't actually shoot her, but the brother landed in prison and had to serve some time. Now, during the time of his service, the brother ended up actually getting stabbed up, I believe, over 20 times or something like that. All because of this woman's accusations of saying that, he had shot her, but he didn't hear nothing, no type of sympathy for the brother at all.
So that nobody was sad for him.
Lies.
Yeah, because there's this thing that white people, give Barzal a hand. There's something that white people invented for you to participate in that white people do not participate in. It's called the battle of the sexes. White people do not have battles of the sexes out. They don't. Donald Trump raped women, raped the 13-year-old girl, constantly cheated on his wife, has 3 baby mamas, and was on Epstein's Island every day. That does not stop white women from supporting him at all. At all. White women don't care about what he did to other women. They don't care about what he did to a 13-year-old girl. He might make them money. He might get rid of Mexicans for them. They don't care what he does to women, as long as he kills and abuses and kicks every Latino out the country. A white woman could care less what Donald Trump has done to other women. The battle of the sexes is something that white people do to the poor to make us fight each other, while white men and women unify to get rich. That's it. But all of us are sitting back like, Megan Thee Stallion, party, whoever he is, Megan Thee Stallion, her ex-boyfriends, men, women, I support men, I support women. While a white woman and her husband invade every country and kill everybody, while you and I are fighting over whether you're a man or a woman. Listen, if I was you, I'd wake the hell up and stop being so divided, when whatever happens to women is going to happen to men. Whatever happens to men is going to happen to women. We can't be divided. We are niggers and spicks in hell. We cannot eat without being with each other. We better unify. We better come together. And if I was you, I wouldn't give a damn about some rich woman who has millions of dollars for having sex with every music producer that had a beat, having sex with any record executive. There is no way that a woman in the music industry, God damn, I don't know, in the last, you'd have to give me a woman out that didn't have to sleep her way to the top. I don't know one. Maybe you do. I know Lauryn Hill was sleeping with her music producer. I know Mariah Carey was sleeping with the record executive. I know Diana Ross was sleeping with her music producer. I don't know a woman that didn't suck and have sex with whoever she had to get famous. Now, if you got one, I'll take her. I'll listen. I don't know all history. Not yet, but you maybe not. You got one. Come on, not.
Maybe
Maybe
Maya.
Say her name?
Maya.
Maya Rudolph?
No, not Maya Rudolph. Maya, the singer from like the early 2000s.
Okay,
She
I don't
left.
know. I would look
But
that up.
I
She
don't
seems a little
know.
hot in the ass for me. But she got a look about her. But I'm not going to say it because I don't know. But there is Google. So, but you could be right. Let's give Maya a pass on Knox's behalf, all right? We're going to give Maya a pass for Officer Knox. Other than Maya, they're whores. Everyone understands. Well, things like that happen. Of course, when that happens, you don't want to defend them. You got to work a job every day, broad. You got to get in there and get health care and get these kids braces. You got a lot of hard work to do that I don't think Nikki the Stallion is doing. You might want to worry about your neighbor. You understand? So now, that's one way to look at it. Let me give you the other correct way to look at it, right? You should not think about, the sister's question was, how does not wanting my husband to have another woman and behaving in a way to chase away other women, I'm paraphrasing, how does that wrong my Lord? Don't think about what it does wrong to your husband. Think about what it's doing wrong to the woman who needs a man. Think about her. Don't you love women? Don't you care about women that are suffering? Don't you care about poor sisters that don't have any fathers for their children? Poor women laying in a bed every night cold with no chest to lay on. If you loved women, you would share your man. If you loved women. The problem with not allowing your husband and chasing women away from your husband is not about what it does to him. It's about what it does to the women you're chasing away. Do you have a good man? Do you love him? Is he strong and wise? Has he changed your life? Then why in the hell would you keep him all to yourself? The sisters need him. Don't you love women? Don't you care about women? Don't you want to help women? You should never laugh at a woman that's suffering, right? I will never laugh at a woman that's suffering, but I will have sex with her. That's what I'm going to do to suffering women. I'm going to have sex with them. And brother, mi ritmo es bueno. My rhythm is good. I'm going to end her pain. She's suffering. Come here, sweetness. Let me wipe that tear. I know I'm a little hurt right now, but I'm doing my left. Come over here. Let me put some sugar on them crying lips. Let me kiss the salty tears off your face. You're suffering. I'm not going to laugh at you, but I'm going to have sex with you because I love women. You other women, you should love women enough to share your man. Are you telling me your husband has changed your life, given you children, helped you in such a degree, and you'll sit there and chase a woman away that he could do the same thing for? Esa no es la manera correcta de pensar. You're thinking about this in the right way, in the wrong way. If you love women enough, you would share your husband with them. Give me the precept. Give me Proverbs. A woman's, her heart is as bands and snares. A woman in the UPK, she has sisterhood. Sisterhood. Carnalismo es un arma. Carnala. Give me sisterhood in Spanish. Carnalismo. Carnalismo is brotherhood. Carnalismo should be sisterhood. Knock. Am I right about that? Carnalismo es un arma. Sisterhood is a weapon. You sitting around there with this good man. Oh, hardcore, hard working, not on drugs, not a drug dealer, doesn't get high, diligent in the truth, a man of God and integrity. Where's your love at for women? You're chasing away women from having him. If you chase away a woman from being with your man, think about the man she's going to be with because she can't get a man that has a woman. You know who she's going to be with? A child molester that's going to molest her child. She'll be with some scumbag out there who doesn't have a woman because no woman will stay with him because he's a child molester. So he's always single. He's always single. He never has a woman because he's some old alcoholic. Give me a brother that doesn't have a woman ever. It's because he's some alcoholic, some drug addict. Somebody is always leaving him. He's always crying all the time about life, and he's drunk, and he's molesting the kids. And so now he's always sitting there looking for a new woman every week. Then I guess she can go be with him. No, she's going to be with your man, a good man. And you're going to share him too, because you would never laugh at a woman who is in pain. You would never do that. So let your husband have sex with her and end her pain. Please not.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman, whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands.
I find more bitter than death. Now, death is a bitter thing. Right? I don't think there's many things worse than death now. Right? It's pretty bad. Well, the Bible says I find more bitter than death. No. Please, always.
Really, like, you know, when somebody dies on you as well.
Say it one more time.
When somebody dies on you, like your mother died or your brother died.
Okay, not as well. That's what this is talking about.
Kind of what kind?
Death is not bitter to the dead.
Right.
Death is bitter to the living.
Right.
Meaning you lose your mother, you lose a dear person. God damn, that is terrible to you. Right. It's bitter, right? He's saying it's more bitter when you have a wicked woman. That's worse. It's worse than mourning some dead best friend or some dead family member, because this broad is going to destroy your life. Everything about you is going to be miserable and evil, and you're going to want to commit suicide because you chose her to be your woman. I find more bitter than death the woman. Keep going.
Whose heart is snared? Whose heart?
What? Whose heart?
Whose heart?
Whose heart? What's her heart? Her mind, her soul, her heart. Keep going.
Is snares and nets.
Is what?
Snares and nets.
Her heart is snare. You know what a snare is? It's a trap. Her heart is a snare and a net. You know what a net is? Nets trap fish, trap animals that you want to take and kill. Let me explain to you, brothers, something about a wicked woman. All she wants to do is trap you so no other woman can have you. She wants you in her trap. So now you're thinking that you're meeting a woman to love, aren't you? You're thinking you're meeting a woman to be with and to be righteous to her. She is not thinking about that. You know what you are? You're a doll in her toy chest to keep. It's control. She's a control freak. She needs you at home at 5 p.m. Do you understand? As soon as that job lets out, walk through that door. Right? She needs you here. Who are you talking to? Who are you on the phone with? Where are you going? Why are you in there laughing so much with the brothers? You know, I've heard that now. I've heard a woman tell me in a counselor, when he talking to the brothers, he laughing. God damn, the brother can't. I mean, you want to control his laughter, his smiles. The nigga is having too many smiles. Huh? Too many. He in there laughing with the brothers. He don't be. Who are you in there laughing with on that phone? Who are you in there he and kikiing with on that phone? A evil woman, she just wants to make sure no other woman can have you. That's really all she cares about. She don't care about anything else. That's it. It's just she has to know that she has trapped a man. What do I mean by trapped? I mean trapped meaning no other woman can have him. That's what trapped is. You understand? That no other woman can have him, so she has him. No other women can have him. Now, just for you simple brothers out there, let me hit you to something that wise men know. That doesn't mean she isn't talking to people on Instagram. That doesn't mean that. That does not, because a woman is so adamant about you not cheating, it does not mean that she is not talking to her ex on Instagram and on Messenger and flirting with him. That woman that is adamant about you not being with other women, she still could be talking to other men. And when anyone asks her, why are you talking to other men? Give me the answer of a dumb bitch. Somebody online. What would Megan Thee Stallion do? If I was to say, Megan Thee Stallion, damn, you so adamant about not being with this brother because he wants other women. Why are you talking to everybody and anybody on Instagram and Facebook and sending them naked pictures and nasty pictures and talking to them behind your husband's back and going to other men? Why are you doing something like that? Sisters in the UPK, tell me what a dumb bitch would say. I know you're not like this, but just tell me what a dumb bitch would say. I gotta have a drink real fast.
We got a response, sir.
Mm-hmm.
One West Shaya says he's probably talking to other women.
Give her a hand. There you go. Right. You know what? I'm being me because he being him. I'm being me because so I'm a dirty, no good bastard for getting another woman. So you are a dirty, no good bastard as well. So I got you. So I'm the evilest thing alive because I went and got another wife. So you are also the evilest thing alive. So then was what I did okay? Do you understand now why I did it? You get it now, right? You cheated on me. I cheated on you. So now you forgive me. Is that what you're saying? Because I got two more women waiting outside. I'm about to go wail on. I'm putting them all in a position and they're all going to catch fire tonight. So you cheated on me. So I guess it's okay what I did. I'm not saying that. I only did that because I was hurt. I only did that because you hurt me. Let me ask you a question, woman. If you only cheated on your man because you were angry at your husband, what about that poor brother that might be in love with you now? You see how stupid a selfish bitch is? You go cheat on your husband just to hurt your husband, just to get him back. What about this brother you had sex with? What if he loves you? What if he likes you? What if he's like, damn, I thought you weren't going to be with your ex anymore. I thought when you had sex with me, you were not going to go back. Are you telling me that you went and used another human being simply to make your man jealous? What about him? What about that brother you had sex with? I've asked him this. I mean, call the brother. I mean, you went and had sex with this brother. What are we going to act like you can just have sex with him and then go, I only did that to make my man angry. Goodbye. He doesn't have feelings. He's not a human being. He's not a person that could love you, could have thought maybe you were now going to be his wife. Maybe he likes your children. This is another thing that a dumb bitch won't never get. And I pray I'm educating you stupid bitches tonight, just like Cardi B, what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion. Let me tell you what a brother's going through this with you. You meet a woman and she has children, right? And you come into this child's life because the woman has told you, of course, that the child's father is no good. He's terrible. He's a horrible man. So you wanting to be los héroes, you want to be a hero. So you come into the child's life and you become a father figure in the child's life. You know what happens over time? Now you start to love that kid. Now you love that children. I know because I go through it in the Israelite school of UPK when I have to get involved in a child's life and help a child and rear up a child as a father figure, counsel the parents, counsel the mother. Then one day the parents leave the truth. And then I go, what happened to the child? The child is gone too. I've grown attached to the children in the UPK. So when the parents leave the truth and they take the child with them, it hurts me because I remember that little boy. I remember that little girl I used to talk to and help. And now the minute that the father decides he wants to be a faggot and leaves the truth, I'm cut out of the child's life. I always think that's what stepfathers are going through. Because you go fall in love with some woman out and you start raising this kid, helping him, going to the games with him and counseling him, playing video games with him. Then one day the bitch says, I'm leaving you because you found another woman. I'm leaving you because you cheated on me. Bitch, I love your daughter now. I love your kids. I love your son. You're going to leave me because I have another woman? Now my heart is going to break because now I'm also cut out of the lives of the children. You see, when you cheat on your husband to punish him, you don't think about that man that you had sex with that you're going to throw away now to go back to your husband. You see, you're a dumb and stupid bitch. And as long as you're not in the UPK, listen, I'm good with that. It's bueno. No problem. It's fine with me. You cannot be in this school and be like that because it is some excellent men in here. I have never seen or heard of men as excellent as these brothers in the UPK. I'm going to give you a few names right now. Officer Knock is excellent. Give him a hand. Officer Knox he's been, how long have you been in the truth, Knox? Jesus, since 2014, never an incident, never any inkling of a bad reputation ever, of good report of every man across the planet. He's an excellent man. Captain Yatazak, give him a hand. I'll tell you something. Captain Yatazak, my God, he's a pillar for Commanding General YAHANNA. Commanding General YAHANNA relies on him. He relies on Captain Yatazak. He's an outstanding captain. He could have been a captain when he was 5 years in the school. He could have been a captain when he was 5 years in the school. Captain Kahan was, and his general was trying to make him a captain. He had been in the school 3-4 years. That's how excellent Captain Yatazak is. Give me another one down there in Texas. Officer Tyler Dock. These men, you know these men. Tyler Dock, my God, Tyler Dock is intelligent, gracious, handsome, tall, glorious. Tyler Dock is absolutely glorious. To be around him, you go, damn, this is a good brother here I'm in front of tonight. He's just goodly like David. Now, the Bible says like David, you just looked at David and went, God damn it, I want to roll with this cat. I want to be with you, go hang out with you, because it's just something about you that's charismatic. That's Tazak, what's his name? Tazak in Texas. And there's so many more. My God, so many of you are. Listen, man. Oh, Tazak, give him a damn hand. Tazak, never an incident. Never a break in loyalty. Never a break in friendship. You see how Officer Knock made sure I brought him up. You see that just now. I noticed that. That says something about you. You understand, Tazai? That says a thing. When you inspire loyalty in the brothers around you, that's a compliment to you, brother. Well done. Bien dicho. Bien hecho. Salaki. Bien hecho. Oh, man. Listen, I could go on all night, Tazai. This is where good men are. A good sister would share. a woman that loved other women. That's all you have. You don't have to say, you know, I'm doing this for my Adawan. I'm doing this for my husband. You don't have to do that. Do it for those women who you relate to. Do it for those sisters that you know are suffering. Do it for them. Sacrifice a day in the week. She's going to take a day from you. Give it up for her. Amo a Dios con todo tu corazón y amo tu hermanas como a ti mismo. Love your sisters as yourself. Love them. Say, he's a good brother here, but I love him. I love being with him every day. Damn, that sister, she's alone. She's in the school. She's glorious. She's beautiful. She's wonderful. I'm not keeping her from him. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I don't want to hurt a woman who is in pain. Everyone understands. That's all I can do on the Cardi B or whatever her name is, all right? Glad that I've already done. Anything else? Go ahead. With that said, knock one last one.
Yo, sir, I'm sure you're familiar with Trump. An assassination was tried on Trump by a brother, however. How will we deal with this situation on the streets, sir?
Well, let me tell you, the whole Trump assassination attempt, Commander General YAHANNA will go into it. Also, I forgot to go into Milwaukee. My God, those brothers out there. Am I right with that state? When they had, say again? Captain DeBarmouth in Milwaukee, correct? The zip tied, he hog tied those hogs. Saturday. He hog tied those hogs. Give Captain DeBarmouth. Who else was out there with us?
Milwaukee, I believe Chicago.
Tons of them brothers. Oh my God, they did a hell of a job. I didn't have time to go into that. I'll try to do it on Thursday. Of course, Commanding General YAHANNA, if you stand by, Commanding General YAHANNA will go into all these things tonight. You asked me about the Donald Trump so-called assassination attempt. There's many different ways you could break that down. All of them that would be allowed. It could be that it's fake, that it didn't happen at all. You can go into that. It could be that what's another one? The fake one is a pretty good one, that it's completely fake. Now, this is what I will tell you about the so-called Donald Trump assassination attempt. Back in the day, there was a brother named Emmett Till. And Emmett Till was murdered by 4 white men. 2 of them were sheriffs, right? They had all the evidence, eyewitnesses, physical evidence. And there was a trial. And those 4 white men were pronounced not guilty. There was, back in the day, there was a brother who came home from World War II. He was in his uniform. He was traveling down Alabama. His friends told him, take off that uniform before you get to the Mason-Dixon line. Him being a proud U.S. soldier, he didn't take it off. He got down to the Mason-Dixon line. The bus was stopped by the sheriff. They went on the bus, found a black face on the bus who should not be riding on this bus. They pulled him off the bus. He, of course, said, I'm a United States soldier. I'm a veteran. I just fought for my country in World War II. The sheriff's there, blinded him, beat out his eyes. He was blind for the rest of his life. You can go look these stories up. It went to court. There was 40 eyewitnesses. The sheriff that did it, not guilty. Right? The Bundy Ranch. The Bundy Ranch happened, I think, 5-7 years ago. These white men were on a ranch, and the federal government wanted to take their ranch because they had not paid taxes. They had not paid the mortgage on their rent in 20 years. Now imagine what you go through if you don't pay your rent. These white men didn't pay their rent in 20 years. They said, we're not paying the rent. We're not doing it. This is our land. The bank went and called the federal government, who brought the marshals and the FBI down to the Bundy Ranch. The owners of the Bundy Ranch pulled AR-15s on the FBI and on the government, had a standoff. They were arrested for pulling a gun on a federal employee, on federal law enforcement, and kidnapping them. They went to trial, not guilty. In America, there's something called jury annulment, right? It's called jury annulment. It's when the jury just says, you know what? I don't care whether he did it or not. I don't care. I'm not putting this person in jail. This jury annulment has been used against Black people. I'm giving you 5 cases that I remember. This is a constant thing in history. where you could never get a white jury to ever convict a white man that brutalized a black person. There are black children that were raped and brutalized by white men. It goes to court. The prosecutor prosecutes. The jury says not guilty. There are so many tools at our disposal to make sure that we don't ever have to be angry at somebody we don't want to be angry at. That's in America. And we're Americans. We're Americans. We have the right to have opinions. That bastard down there in Minnesota didn't believe in our right of freedom of speech. The Israelite School of UPK is out on an American street corner as American citizens exercising their freedom of speech. What do white people do? They come and they steal our signs and try to hamper our constitutional rights. We don't have to take that. We're American citizens out. And there are so many tools for us to be able to exercise our right to decide that we just don't think this person should go to jail. With that, pass the class over to Priest Officer Barzal.
It's the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commanding General YAHANNA, rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother and sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You read about it in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verses 21. Also the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'ashra means 10% in Hebrew. 10% of everything the Lord gives you to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest. Not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like to give of a coming holy convocation will be the Feast of First Fruits. Remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start to wear all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to get the brothers a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Jeremiah Shabbat and be at your feet at a 45-degree angle, your right hand flat to your left. When we say Barak, smack your chest, take a salute back to the brothers. Men of Israel, go get a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Shabbat, Ayman, Barak, Yahweh, Shamar, Allah, Shini, Abshah, Yah's Mitzah, class is